This movie tells a story about a young man whose life is turned upside down after he's left with a quadriplegic. Moving forward seems near impossible until he meets his unlikely service animal, a curious and intelligent monkey. First of all, this is a film that doesn't know what it wants to be. It feels like a movie directed by multiple filmmakers then cobbled together. It begins with a tragedy, then morphs into a cute story of hope, and then hurls itself into a nasty take on one corner of the animal rights debate. The first hour sets up the idea that we're going to see an uplifting movie about the bond between a human and the animal trained to aid him. This part is simply mediocre, as it's a safe and decidedly mainstream portrayal of this life. The tone is nothing more than the standard disability inspirational porn. The story also slips into wish fulfillment territory, as in a contrived fashion, Nate reunites with the girl he charmed onto a boat ride 4 years before and quickly fall for one another. This part of the story eventually running out of steam, as there's not much story to tell at a certain point. Nate's optimism improves when his helper arrives, but the point is clearly made that he will never fully recover, so the advancements he makes are going to be limited. So suddenly, the film goes in a completely different path, way more melodramatic direction involving police action, violent protest, and testimony before the State House of Representatives. While Nate goes viral on social media, he's also having to contend with an animal rights activist who believes the monkey is dangerous, among other things. There are scenes of protesters causing a fuss outside the family home, with the film moving into an overblown courtroom drama where Nate pleads his case of why he should be allowed to remain in possession of the monkey. This awkward transition in the second hour of the movie is made worse by its thin treatment of the subject. What kind of savvy animal rights organization would go public attacking the service animal of a kid in a wheelchair? The more the movie gets into these areas, the sillier it becomes. The movie needs a plot with clearer direction on how to get meaning from the concept of a service animal making a sick human's lives better. There's also subplot about marital difficulties between Claire and Dan that's simply going nowhere. The performances are generally decent, but all of that goes for naught as the third act stumbles into a trap of the myopic the script's own making. Overall, this movie is really not worth your time. We do not recommend this movie at all.